Coming up on City Spotlight, it's the 10th episode of Season 10, and we're back on location in Taylorville. First, we sit down with Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry about new economic development in Taylorville and many public works projects in the works, downtown renovation, streets, and the Lincoln Prairie Trail. Then we talk Taylorville Schools with Taylorville High School Principal Matt Hutchison about the current school year and the many programs offered at Taylorville High School, including FFA and Tommy TV. We're on location and talking Taylorville here on City Spotlight. City Spotlight is supported by Consolidated Communications. CCI is honored to salute the cities and their leaders in the area, as well as providing TV, internet, and phone service to local homes and businesses. We live where we work and are proud to support the communities we serve. More information available at consolidated.com. Hello and welcome to another edition of City Spotlight. As you can see, we are on location here once again in Season 10. We're taping on a cold morning here in January, but we're inside in the municipal building of Taylorville, and we're glad to be back here in Christian County and pleased to have back on the program the Mayor of Taylorville, Bruce Berry. Bruce.
Well, thanks for having me and welcome to Taylorville.
Glad to be back and talking with you, sir, and we're back in your offices here taping with you. We've taped in the chamber offices with you previously with Linda Allen. We look forward to having Linda on at a later time. Bruce, it's 2024, a new year, so kind of going to catch up on what happened in 2023 and maybe what's next.
Well,
let's start with businesses, and because we have a lot of things physically that are going on in the community. What are some notable businesses that have popped up in the community recently?
Well, we've popped up this Dandelion store. It's a craft store. We're going to be a deli later on. We're really going through a lot of building projects now. We're going to have a rooftop bar in Christian County in the city of Taylorville. It'll be called Jack's on Main, and look forward to that. They've started construction on that, and so we're really optimistic.
Okay. Any other notable businesses that popped up at the end of 2023, since it's been a few years since we've taped?
Well, we've got us a new workout center on the square. You know, the lockup gym. We got another couple of gymnasiums, so I guess I'm going to have to start getting healthier, and start working out. Exactly. So, no, I'm really happy with some of the businesses that have popped up. You know, we're getting a lot more clothing stores in Taylorville, especially younger people's clothes and stuff, and so we really look forward to that. Willow and Birch comes to name, and Wonder and Rhyme and things like that are very good stores.
Fantastic. Well, I think the majority of what we're going to talk with Bruce here, and thank you for that update on economic development, is you have a lot of physical things going on here in Taylorville that are happening or going to be happening. And let's start with the big one, which is the downtown renovation project.
Exactly. We did East Main Cross a couple years ago. We did North Main this past year, and now we're going to start on our downtown 9-block area of revitalizing our downtown with new street lights, new sidewalks, just going to really revitalize the downtown area to match some of our businesses that are coming now to Taylorville.
Taylorville, as we know, Chili Fest happens in the downtown area.
Sure.
You have the courthouse, and that is significant work that's going to be happening. So this has to be long time in the works and long overdue.
Exactly. It has been coming for years. We received a grant for part of it. We're going to spend about $5 million in our downtown area.
Wow.
We received a $2.5 million grant, and I mentioned earlier East Main and North Main. We're going to redo West Main with a federal grant that we received thanks to Congressman Davis. So really looking forward to this. Taylorville's been stagnant for quite a while, and we're looking forward to this, and that brings you, I know we've talked personally about this, but the bike trail, hopefully we'll get it fixed here this year coming up.
Let's stay in the downtown area for a second. I look forward to talking about the bike trail with you, but the downtown area, Main, West Main, East Main, Cross, important to take care of the heart of the community.
Exactly. That's where the courthouse is. That's the vitalization of Taylorville is in our downtown area, and we're really doing a good job working with our business owners to revitalize the area.
That downtown renovation project, I take it it's not a one-year project. It's a multi-year.
It'll be a couple-year project. Yes.
Okay.
Different. We're going to do the downtown area first, and we're going to do the block surrounding that, and that will encompass a 9-block area.
Okay. Very good. And you have other streets in the community that you're looking to work on?
Yeah, we redid Cheney Street and Bidwell Street the past year or so. So I look for our street sewer committee to, maybe do the rest of Cherokee Street, maybe do Shumway Street. Our major arteries we really need to revamp and get that going.
And you mentioned the bike trail. Lincoln Prairie Trail is the name. We've talked about this a number of years ago. I believe it was pre-COVID times.
Right.
And this is the bike trail that goes from Taylorville to Pana. That's quite a stretch. It parallels Route 29.
Right, 16-mile area, that goes from here to Pana, and we're working with the city of Pana. We did receive a grant a few years ago, and by the time they put it out for bid, it was COVID area, and the bids came in quite high. So we're hoping the bids will come in a bit lower. We've received 80% grant. We're going to pay 10%, and the city of Pana is going to pay 10%. And we'll receive the bike trail grant. We're supposed to find out maybe in February, so hopefully that will be soon. It's been a long time. For right now, you can't ride the bike out to the lake.
Correct.
So a lot of people will drive out to the lake and unload their bikes and then ride it to the Pana area and stuff. So that should be a big boom for Taylorville.
Yeah, that is quite a stretch. Like I said, it is parallel with Route 29. They're going to Pana there. The bridge is blocked there, so that will be a beautiful, beautiful addition to the county when it's done.
Exactly.
Okay, very good. You mentioned grants, and grants are an important thing to all communities, regardless of the project, and you would not be able to accomplish the downtown project, the Lincoln Prairie Trail project without grants.
No, that's our tax money ourselves that we send to the state. Now we're getting a little bit back of it. Before I became mayor, we didn't hardly receive any grants, and we've been working closely with our state legislators and our Congressman Davis, and now we work closely with Mary Miller, our new Congresswoman, and hopefully some of this tax money will keep funneling back to Taylorville as we so well deserve. I mean, we pay a lot of tax money, federal and state, and hopefully it's great to get some of it back.
Another area that impacts Taylorville and the county is your enterprise zone. Tell us about that.
Exactly. Well, we've got a 13-mile square mile area in the county that's designated as the enterprise zone.
Okay.
A lot of it was going to go towards solar panels, as a lot of areas go into solar, but we don't need to give them enterprise zones. So right now we're in the effort of putting a new enterprise zone together. And it's going to encompass 20 square miles, about any area that may need it.
Wow.
What enterprise zone gives you, but one of the benefits is that you don't have to pay sales tax on your building material. So it really helps people building new and stuff. And I know it really helped Pana, city of Pana, and also it helps Taylorville, as some of our businesses are in that enterprise zone, and hopefully we'll be able to keep developing that and get us some businesses here in Taylorville.
And I think the key thing is, obviously this is a City Spotlight episode on Taylorville,
right?
But we have things here like the bike trail, the enterprise zone, that are also benefiting other people in Christian County.
We work closely with all our neighbors, all our mayors. I have a mayoral meeting every 3 months, and we all talk, because a lot of the issues are county-wide, if not region-wide, and so it's good to see what's going on in other communities also.
Fantastic. Also, kind of along the lines of fixing streets, but also you want to kind of help beautify Taylorville. You're going to tear down some old houses.
Exactly. We're starting. We did that since I've been mayor, we've tore down over 50 properties, and I hope to get 3 or 4 down in this next coming months here. And it really helps the neighborhoods. You know, you tear down a dilapidated home, and somebody will buy it and either build something. We've tore down a few houses that now are building trades. In the schools have built new houses there.
Yes.
And it really makes the neighborhood look better.
Fantastic. It's just a wealth of physical projects going on in Taylorville.
Exactly.
So we look forward to following up on all of those with you, Bruce. And this is your 7th year as mayor, 2024. So I did the math there, 7 years. Are you happy with where things are going in your time as mayor?
I love being mayor, and I think we're really doing a good job as we go forward. You know, especially tearing down. When I first got here, it was the properties, and one of the aldermen told me, said we need to increase revenue and decrease expenses. Well, it's hard to decrease expenses.
Easier said than done, right?
We have increased our revenue sources with our business development district, and also with these grant monies that we've been getting. You know, before I became mayor, we didn't receive many grant money at all, and this is great that we're getting our tax money back from our legislators and stuff.
And there was a handful of episodes ago. It's been 10th season of City Spotlight. I'm trying to remember when things all fell down, but you had a number of businesses that were popping up there on the northwesterly trek.
Northwest side, yep.
How have those businesses become a new?
They're doing well. You know, we got the new Steak and Shake, and we got a new Scooters Coffee out there.
That's right.
Walmart had revamped. You know, remodeled their own store. Spent like $5 million in the new Walmart there, and we also got an HSHS hospital facility out there west. And like I said, Taylorville is really, I don't want to say we're growing, but we're improving a lot.
Yes.
And we go along, work well with others, and I think that's a big thing in Taylorville.
Great to cover our western communities here on the program that we have in our viewing area, the WEIU covers. So it's good to see that Taylorville is on the up.
Exactly.
Very good. In our last few minutes, Bruce, I see you at basketball games and sporting events all the time. Our next segment is going to be with Taylorville School Superintendent Matt Hutchison. And just give a little shot in the arm, the importance of the school district.
The school district. I was on the school board before I became mayor, and I said that's why I ran for mayor, so I could get off the school board. What a great job they're doing, and we tore down a gymnasium a couple years ago, and now we're going to build a new gymnasium, hopefully build a performing arts center too.
Wow.
And we work. The city works well with the school district. You know, Matt Hutchison's been great. Dr. Doherty, the old superintendent, was great to work with. And this new superintendent, the interim, Debbie Philpott, we work great with her also. So we've got a good relationship with our school, and our school just keeps improving their physical things. Now, I wish our teams were a little bit better, but we'll work on that too. So.
If we had a City Spotlight talking sports, we could talk for the whole half an hour
about
sports.
Oh, we could, yes. I try to go to most sporting events, and I try to go to about most community events, too. So.
Well, I ran into Bruce at a Charleston-Taylorville game. Since I do some Charleston games on the radio, shook Bruce's hand. We'll have to tape soon. So we're taping here. I kept my promise.
That's right.
Bruce, is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience about Taylorville this time?
I want to tell people out there, come visit Taylorville, see what we do have to offer, and I'm sure you'll be happy.
Look forward to coming back. Maybe later this year. Linda Allen of the Chamber wasn't able to make it on, so I made her kind of a promise here on camera that I'll come back and do another segment on Chili Fest in the fall. So it'll look a lot better than it does today.
What a great celebration, Chili Fest, and Linda Allen does a great job. So I invite everyone to come. It's the first weekend in October.
That's right.
So remember that. And also, we have a car show the first Friday of every month. So
that's right.
Invite people to come to that also.
What community doesn't have a car show or something on the square?
Anymore, yes. It's
very
great.
Good. The Mayor of Taylorville, Bruce Berry. Bruce, always a pleasure to see you, sir.
Thank you very much, Ramin.
And we've been talking the city of Taylorville here. In our next segment here on City Spotlight, we're going to continue talking Taylorville. We'll talk Taylorville Schools with Superintendent Matt Hutchison. But first, let's take a look at some of the upcoming activities going on in Taylorville. And we're back here on City Spotlight. This new episode on Taylorville. As promised, we've changed locations from Taylorville Municipal Building to Taylorville High School. And I misspoke at the end of our segment with Mayor Berry. We welcome to the program the principal of Taylorville High School, Matt Hutchison. Matt, great to have you on the program.
Thanks, Ramin. Thank you for having me.
Matt's first time here on City Spotlight. We look forward to learning about all the great programs and why we're in our room with screens, and we'll get to that in just a bit.
That's right.
We'll talk about those programs here at the high school. But Matt, you're a first-time guest here on this program.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I'm the principal at Taylorville Senior High School. It's my 28th year here in Taylorville.
Wow.
Originally from Southern Illinois, a little town called Woodlawn, Illinois, down by Mount Vernon. Raised actually in Dix, Illinois.
Okay.
Went to Woodlawn High School, Wren Lake Junior College, and then went to Eastern. I'm a 94 graduate of EIU, and then went to SIU where I got my admin credentials, and I've been here since 96-97 school year. So
always great to interview a fellow Panther. As I like to say, we're everywhere.
That's right.
Whether in Charleston or in Taylorville.
That's right.
And you're from Southern Illinois. 28 years
yes, sir.
in the Taylorville School District. Tell us about the different titles you've had.
Yeah, so when I first got here, I was athletic director and dean of students. I did that for 9 years, and then 11 years as assistant principal, and the past 8, I've been the principal of this fine institution.
This could be my final question of the interview, but I feel obligated to ask you right now. You've been here 28 years. What's kept you in Taylorville, Illinois for 28 years?
Well, the sign says it when you come into town. Taylorville's a great place to live, and that is in fact true. I love this building. I love the community. The community support is amazing. It's just a great community, and I love it. I met my wife here. We've had our child here, and this is our home.
Okay, very good. I've stopped asking the COVID questions because I think we're past the worst of it. But you said you've been here at the high school as principal 8 years. So I do the math there, 4 and 4. So now that we're around 4 years or so from the worst of the pandemic, how do you think the high school has changed or in ways gotten better since the pandemic?
I think technology has obviously been the best part of the pandemic, and the things that we can do with technology, whether it's use of Google Suite, Google Classroom, those kind of things. We have staff that really have taken that and utilized that. In fact, today is an e-learning day.
Yes.
It's cold outside. It's just Ramin and I here in the building, and some custodians, but all of our teachers are still teaching their lessons, and students are engaged academically. So that is a benefit of COVID. Some other things that we're still trying to get back to, that's the 100% attendance. We want students to attend and be academically engaged each and every day, but that's no different than any other business out there that is facing that. So things are better this year than they were the year before, which were better than the year before, so we're getting back to normal, as they say.
All right, very good. Yes, we are taping here on January 16th. When you see this episode, you obviously know what the weather's been like preceding this interview, so glad to be inside here.
And it's nice and warm in here, so we like that.
I wasn't sure if there would be an e-learning day or no school. I know that in Charleston, on this day that we're taping, there is no school whatsoever, so still glad to be able to talk with Matt here inside the high school. And again, we're going to talk about this room in here in just a second. Tell us about the school year so far to this point. We're taping again here in January.
So we are basically halfway through the school year. It's been a fantastic year, a lot of successes, both academically and in the extracurricular realm. Just a great start to the year, halfway there. The kids are excited to be here. We're just having a great year.
Okay, very good. Let's not wait any further, and let's talk about some of those amazing activities, extracurriculars, if you want to call it. We'll talk about this room in just a second. Again, I'm doing the TV thing teasing, but the last time I think I was here at the high school, I was just right next door in the FFA area, and I talked with your instructor and one of your outstanding students in that program, and I think they were coming off of accolades at that time, and it continues to be a successful program.
One of our most successful programs here at Taylorville High School is our FFA, our Ag department. They continue to shine monthly with great things that they're doing academically for students and also community-wide. They're very big supporters of helping Taylorville. But as far as accolades, we're a premier chapter in strengthening agriculture. We're national champions in regards to that. So That's outstanding.
Nationals.
National champions. So we have 304 students in our FFA program.
Wow.
So that is the second largest FFA program in the state of Illinois. So that's outstanding. A lot of students.
That's bigger than some school districts.
That is true. Yes.
That
So
is a large number.
We are extremely proud of that program and our teachers, our instructors. Sue Schaefer has been here for 26 years or so.
Who I interviewed recently.
Yeah, and she does a great job with her leadership. Charlie Dammerman does our hands-on ag stuff. Just really doing a great job with what they do. And they really get students engaged in multifaceted parts of agriculture. Because if you look at FFA, it's not just a classroom phase. It's what they're doing outside of school, so they're really doing a great job.
There's a lot of out of the classroom activities with FFA.
And we're fortunate here at Taylorville. We have 3 ag instructors.
Wow.
Megan Beckmeyer is new to us, and she's doing some of the plant and animal science type things. So it's really incredible what they're doing.
Fantastic. All right, I've teased it long enough. We are taping at Taylorville High School, but you may be wondering why there's video monitors behind us. If you didn't know, Taylorville has an amazing video production unit. It's called Tommy TV, and I've witnessed it firsthand. I do some Charleston basketball games on the radio. I was at one recently, and I saw the setup, see the cameras behind my cameras right now in this room. And before we hit the record button with Matt, you were telling me kind of how this program was birthed, and it was birthed during COVID.
Yes, we've have interested individuals in the community that wanted to begin this program. It kind of coincided with COVID. Adam Vokes, a gentleman that here in town, had the idea, brought it to myself, Neil Hohenstein, many others involved with that. Started out as a club that quickly became something that many students wanted to be part of. 3 years later, we now have this studio. This is actually our 3rd studio.
Oh, wow.
We'll get into that here in a second as well. It really has just become very popular. It's actually changed the career direction for a couple of our students already that are now in college focusing on audio, video careers. It's an incredible program. I'm so thankful to have it. To watch our kids interact with others in a professional setting with Tommy TV, it's pretty special.
I want to get to a lot of what they do involves athletics, but the name Tommy TV. So who is Tommy?
Tommy is our mascot. We're the Tornadoes, and so Tommy is our mascot, and so it just kind of grew from there. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, very good. A lot of the work that I have seen of Tommy TV is Taylorville High School sports.
Yes, sir.
Basketball, football, other sports. There's non-sports activities, but a big part of what they do is covering the Tornado athletic programs.
Absolutely. Essentially, we are a high school version of ESPN, and I may be a bit biased, but I think we do it better than most. A lot of schools have YouTube.
Yes,
where they're showing that, but we really step it up a notch.
Single
from
camera,
there.
but you guys are the full bore.
Absolutely. Many students involved with it at each and every home game, whether it be basketball, wrestling. We've done a lot of different activities, so just very proud of what our kids are doing.
And it's a lot of the things that I see and work with at WEIU, the positions. You have directors, you have camera operators, you obviously have an instructor or an executive producer that helps lead the students.
Yeah. We do have that, teachers and other members of the community that are very involved in Tommy TV. But this is a student-led program.
Yes.
So our producer essentially is a high school student that has been part of Tommy TV for the past couple of years. So this is student-led. When we have in this room, during a basketball game, this room is filled with students that all have jobs to do.
This is the control room.
This is the control room.
Yes, very good. Any other programs you want to highlight in addition to the FFA program and Tommy TV?
Just very proud of our fine arts program. Our band and choir programs are super successful, as they are every year, putting in a lot of work and effort. So we're very proud of what they're doing. Our counseling department has brought up a new program called Tornado Futures. We started it last year, and this is just bringing in area business people on what students, we're at school, there's a bell.
Yes.
What students can maybe do for a living outside of, surveys that they take. We actually bring people from the workforce here in different areas, whether it's business, healthcare, education, whatever it may be.
We're seeing a lot of that with different names across different counties of students learning from people in the workforce.
Right. We call it Tornado Futures. So we have a monthly, everything's linked to Tommy, tornadoes, that kind of thing.
Hey, there you go.
We do that monthly at our 130 days. So we just bring those folks in, and we have a large amount of our students that go down there and just learn what they can do in the next phase of their life. It's not about what we're doing here, but what's going to happen to those students once they leave our school.
I'm talking with you at the high school. This is Matt Hutchison, the principal at Taylorville High School, and specifically the high school. Let's talk about the building. Any recent physical work done to the building or that you will be doing?
Yeah, absolutely. When I mentioned that this is the third home for Tommy TV.
It's third in 3 years.
Yes, sir, yes. We had what we call the East Wing, and we have a decision to make on what we're going to put there. So they had to tear that part down. So we had to move Tommy TV where they were to a smaller classroom that was extremely small. And then we were able to move them here into this space, which is very nice.
That small room was kind of your bridge
to
sir, this room.
Yeah. And this room may actually be a bridge to something even better.
Oh, wow.
So we're very excited about that. In the meantime, while we're coming up with what we're going to do with the East Wing portion, we have built onto our social science wing, 4 additional classrooms.
Oh, wow.
And one of those classrooms, which has really been a need for several years, is our FACES CBI students, special education students. They have a classroom portion. They have an apartment part of that as well. So this is life skills to teach those students how to kind of do the best that they can with life skill situations. We also have an additional larger special education classroom. We have a conference room. We have a therapy room for speech and physical therapy in there. So it's a very nice facility, but it's been needed. So I'm glad to have that for sure.
Well, as Matt mentioned, we're here. The students are e-learning today, so we'll have some shots of the inside and the outside, albeit a very snowy and cold Taylorville today. The sunshine is out though. But Matt Hutchison, principal at Taylorville High School, thank you for letting me in the doors today and talking about this high school that you lead.
Thank you, Ramin. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And that'll do it for our latest City Spotlight episode on Taylorville. Thanks for watching. City Spotlight is supported by Consolidated Communications. CCI is honored to salute the cities and their leaders in the area, as well as providing TV, internet, and phone service to local homes and businesses. We live where we work and are proud to support the communities we serve. More information available at consolidated.com.